Oh my god. All the yachts. All of them. Oh, we are. Let me close that window. Don't need that. Yikes. All the yawns. See, the problem is, the last time I did this was like 3 weeks ago. And I figured out a way to get the chat to show up right here. But I don't think it's working anymore. And I don't know why. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hey James, what's up, man? Don't mind me just casually watching my stream explode around me, or implode. How did I get the chat to show up? It should be like right here. And now it just decides not to. Stats? No, it's not stats. For sure it's not stats. Oh my god, my bitrate is awful. We gotta figure something out about that. Yeah. YouTube live control panel. Alright. Alright, well I logged in. How you'll appear. That's kind of useless. For the streak. Oh, that's it. Hey, that's the thing. But it's here too. Why is it here also? Why are you in two places, my man? For me, yeah. Okay, well, it's showing up, I suppose. I don't know why suddenly, but cool. I just don't know why it's also here. Let me test something really fast. Test out. Okay, that's kind of weird. You guys are famous. What's up? Did I close? No, that's not the one. Is it here? Whoa. All right. Well, sorry, you folks are no longer famous on YouTube anymore. Well, I guess you can be famous over here, just not over there. Yeah. Why are my alerts set to do that? That's so weird. Hold on. Yeah, the bottom left is fine. It'll scroll up on the left side of the screen for now. And let me just double check. Hold on a second. Hey, worked. Yeah, shit. Give me 1 second. I actually think I know what the problem is. Wow. I think I know. Hold on. This is like a 10-second fix too, which is fantastic. Filter events. Properties. Can I just control Z? Is everybody that afraid of Apocalypse? Members, gifted, super chats, dashboards, donations, subscribers. Alright, let me do something. Alright. Copy. And we come over here and we 10-second fix. Paste. Shazam. I'm in there. Alright. Alright. Text nowhere. Well, over there, but that's it. Alright, we got it. Alright, perfect. Hey there, it's been a while. I was hoping that after the past, or like 3 weeks ago, I was like, hey, you know, I think I could do like one stream a week or 1 or 2 streams a week, and then like put out a couple videos. And then wedding season happened. I was like, well, there we go. So much for all that. It's like, let me just pile the sand up again and give it another shot. All right. Love the content. Hey, thanks. Love the support. I appreciate it. Hopefully we can put out some more. I did a quick. I'm gonna be really. I'm gonna be a little overeager, and when I finish the stream tonight, my plan is to put together a quick video about the Double Typhoon advanced deck that's coming out on Friday. And I don't know if you guys have seen the Double Typhoon cards yet, but holy shit. Wow. I think they may have finally made Terriermon good. After like super coping, what was like EX3 and like all the other like Willis and then Alliance stuff. I think that was EX4. I think Terriermon might actually be a good deck now. I think so. Let's see. But yeah, I also want to try out some new editing techniques on that video. So who knows how long I'm gonna stay up. And tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Well, Thanksgiving. It's Thursday in Japan. It just so happens to also be a holiday here. No relation. And so I've got my friends and I are doing like a Friendsgiving over here. And excuse me, we're doing a Friendsgiving over here, and so I'm hosting it at my place, and I've got to do a ton of stuff. I've got to make a turkey. It's like currently defrosting in my sink right now. My sink is just out of operation. So I'll make the turkey tomorrow. I'll do stuffing, and if I can, I might do mac and cheese. I make a pretty damn good mac and cheese. Like I make it from scratch. Well, not the noodles. I get what are the spinny noodles called? What are those called? What are the spinny noodles called? It's not ziti. It's oh shoot. Oh god. Food aficionados at chat. I know you're out there. What is it? Fusilli. That's it. Fusilli. I'm with fusilli. Fusilli noodles are really good because like they're like spiraled, so the cheese gets stuck in between the spirals. That's my stuff. That's my stuff. Not rotini. Fusilli. What cards do people need outside of the Double Typhoon set to be prepared for the release? Honestly, not much. Hold on, The deck itself is actually pretty damn good. I was actually taken by surprise. I couldn't really figure out much else to put in the deck to really beef it up. Oh no. Please don't tell me I did the thing. Oh no. Okay, here it is. Whew, safe. I thought I deleted my notepad with all my notes for the stream. Honestly, not much. Yeah, I put together let me see if I can find it. The problem with a lot of the cards that are being shown there, or that are in the deck, is they don't really show you the ratios. You have to like really hunt for the ratios. So I put together. Let me pull up my favorite deck building site, DigimonCard.app. Shout outs to Card Otaku. I just wish you would make some small updates here. Please and thank you if you're watching. Actual Double Typhoon deck, yeah. All right, so open this bad boy. Yeah, this is the actual deck here. It actually has more cards than I thought. Whoops. Hide this. Yeah. It's got a fair amount of stuff. Like most cards I wouldn't expect. You could probably swap out the 2 copies of Giant Missile for something. Maybe, honestly, like a Chimeramon might be a good idea, because the deck does have so many colors, like red, yellow, or excuse me, not red, but green, yellow, purple, black. You might be able to get a bunch of utility off of a Chimeramon. And because the deck allows you to play level 3s for free, you can just Digivolve into level 4 and then go into Chimeramon for a Jarvis once you have something out. A lot of cool stuff there as well. I'm Italian, and hearing you say Fusilli warms my heart. In a past life, I was studying to become a chef. That was a long ago past life, though. I know some words. I know Sanger. That's more French, though. But yeah, the deck is actually like pretty damn good. They include some like the older memory tamers, like the Henry Wong that you might want. The Willis card to help like reduce costs, and he also hatches an egg. And because the Terriermon here lets you drop a tamer for cost -2, which is pretty dang good. Actually getting tamers out does not slow down your game plan at all. But yeah, I'll again, I'm being a little ambitious here, and I want to make a video tonight before I go to sleep. But I also have to get up tomorrow morning really early and start grocery shopping and cooking for Thanksgiving. My friends are coming over around 4-ish, and yeah, I've gotta do a lot. I've got to get a turkey cooked, which is kind of a feat. I do something called spatchcocking, where I take a turkey. I'm sure you guys care. But I take a turkey and I cut out the backbone and you lay it flat and it cooks like way faster. If you've never tried this before, I definitely recommend you give it a shot. You'll reduce your cooking time from like 8 hours to like 2, if that. Like last year I cooked the whole turkey in like 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. And it was fantastic. All evenly cooked, really good. Skin was nice and crispy on the outside. Really juicy on the inside. Fantastic. Nothing dry. But yeah, also going back to Double Typhoon, this card is actually fantastic. The Double Typhoon card. Also, they were really nice in what they gave out in this advanced deck, because both the Tyriamon and Lopmon are super rares, and they give you 4 of them. They give you 4 of each, which is insane in my opinion. Also, the Rapidmon as well. Like, all the cards in here are so good. Yeah, we actually speed ran a turkey last year. I was so worried. It was the hand that ended up taking the most time, though. Let me see. We got some folks in here. I want to give folks enough time to just pop in before I actually got started. Oh, another thing I'm doing, if you don't know, we'll close that. On the YouTube channel, for the next couple of days, or like the next week and a half, like every day I'm gonna have a poll on the community tab. So if you ever come to my channel, you go to the community tab, I'll have a poll up, and we're doing stuff for. I made a Twitter post about this yesterday, but I'm doing like awards for Digimon at the end of the year, and I'll let you guys kind of make the decisions on who wins these awards. So so far it's only like basic stuff, but I'll change the questions up pretty soon. So like, for example, favorite red deck, favorite blue deck, favorite yellow deck. Yellow seems pretty cut and dry, but blue is, holy crap. Blue Flare, I didn't know it was that popular. Blue Flare and Old Force have kind of like been going back and forth, and Mirage Gagumon is slowly catching up to both of them. And then red, red hybrid. It did. I think it almost took the lead, but Greymon Gaming, right? Greymon card game. Can't beat Agumon. So yeah, finish up the stream, try to make a video, but it's like super editing heavy. That's the one thing I'm worried about. I might end up going to bed like really late. Get up tomorrow, do some cool stuff. Low Force would probably win handily if Arena wasn't so expensive. Yeah, it's kind of weird, considering, I guess it's a good deck, especially with like the Old Force Veedramon stuff. It's actually pretty good. I guess it hasn't gotten any worse. You just like run up against like really scary big blockers like Apocalypse. People were asking before, is Apocalypse still as dominant? To be honest, I have no idea. I haven't played the game in like 3 weeks. I went to my first locals in 3 weeks last weekend on Saturday. Was it? It was Saturday or Sunday. And I had the good fortune to not fight any Apocalypse, so I don't know what to tell you. We'll figure it out. As I go to more locals, I'll get a better idea of what people are still playing. All right, I think we got enough folks in here. So let's see here. So yeah, also, if you haven't voted in these, please do me a favor and vote. Also, if you leave a comment, there's a chance your comment will be in the video. So yeah, feel free. Let's see. What else we got going on here? Boo. TO stuff. Here we go. Can't believe BT16 won't include Seeker's Dorumon. How do you know that? That's a bold prediction, Zekrom. Guy with Pokemon name making Digimon hypotheses. That's a bold statement, my friend. Ho, ho, ho. All right. I think I might have all my ducks in a row here. Our MachineDramon list still being figured out a bit. Yeah, I said this. I was replying to comments earlier today, and somebody was mentioning like it's kind of crazy. Like MachineDramon got really good support during this set, and still like it struggles. It still struggles. And I've been thinking about it recently. I'm wondering, maybe the new black SOC cards are them trying to reinvent MachineDramon. And we're only getting right now like the very basic, we're only getting like the very beginning of that rollout. So, because even trying to fit like the new SOC stuff in with old MachineDramon still seems weird. And it's like the ratios are really hard to make, and it feels like nothing is like super consistent. And getting like a tamer down while always having to worry about like your analog man and your Marvin Jackson. It's a lot to manage. So I like SOC and working them into Justimon. Justimon stands out there. Yeah, like it's hard to pass up analog man, but and if you include Marvin, then you kind of have to include the AirDramon, and it's AirDramon's not a machine or a cyborg, and there's just so many things that feel weird. You know what I mean? It's like you have all the puzzle pieces, and you can see like on each piece like the full picture, but when you put the pieces like where they're supposed to go, they don't fit correctly. Like you see it's like, all right, like this part is like the upper right side, this is the sun on the upper left side, this is the grass on the bottom side, like this is the lake next to it, and you put them together and like it doesn't work. You're like, wait, what? It's tough. All right, let's see here. So where was I at? So decks. What I've been doing, and for folks who don't know, this will be a good intro for you, I suppose. In the past, I would link people deck lists in the comments of the meta report videos about if they asked for a deck list that I didn't cover during the video. I was happy to do it, but I said, well, you know what, actually might be a good idea to also just cover them on stream. So what I've been doing is whenever people make requests on those videos, I like keep I keep a list in a notepad, and I just like pull up one of the deck lists for the deck that they request. So today I'm going to take a look at ImperialDramon. Somebody requested looking at WarGreymon, which is kind of surprising to me. Also Numemon and Beelzemon. And I got a funny thing for Beelzemon. So we'll take a look at those, and then we'll take a look at some of the BT16 stuff, because the BT16 cards seem pretty good, but in addition with the Digimon 02 movie promo cards, they seem really like way better. We'll take a look at those in tandem to get a full picture of kind of what that set's going to be, because I feel like the Digimon 02 the beginning promo cards are actually kind of necessary, and I don't know how I feel about promo cards being necessary, but we'll see how we can get our hands on those cards in other ways when the cards come out, or when the BT16 set comes out. All right. I do think hard play with Supreme Connection is the game with MachineDramon. Yeah, I thought that maybe MachineDramon has to play like super either resource heavy, using things like Ultimate Connection and Supreme Connection, and like fewer level 3s and level 4s, but that doesn't feel good either, because you have to fit the AirDramon in there, and they're 5 cost, bro. Jesus, they're 5 cost. Why are they so expensive? I played Numa for the first time yesterday. Really, I am looking forward to your thoughts on the deck then, because I have never played Numemon. I like entertained the thought for about 15 minutes. I like tried to like put together a deck, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna play Greymon. That's not true either. Actually, I put together Vaccine Yellow right now. But let's see here. So the first one I want to take a look at is going to be ImperialDramon. So ImperialDramon got a couple of new cards. The first one is ImperialDramon Dragon Mode Ace, which is only run at one copy here in the deck. This deck is kind of all over the place, by the way. The other cards that they got, there were two other cards actually. The first one is this Vmon here, which we'll take a look at, and then there was also this Davis Tamer alongside him. So the Vmon and the Davis Tamer were both given out as movie promos, and actually I think the ImperialDramon Dragon Mode Ace was also given out as well. I don't know about in the States or in the West, but in Japan they gave out the first week you went and the second and third week you went to watch the movie. It's kind of messed up. 3 times you have to go to get everything. They gave you different stuff. So the first week they give you like a 30 card trainer or like training deck to like get people who don't play the game, who just like Digimon, into the game. And that worked out pretty well. It's like a 30 card stack where you can kind of like figure out the game and like learn the basic rules. And it was like Vmon and Wormmon focused. And then the second week they just gave out like promo cards like Ukomon and Vmon. I didn't go for those though. I'll watch the movie one time and I'll be good with that. So let's take a quick look here at some of those cards. So first up is Vmon. The Vmon is pretty good. It helps you reduce costs. It's this little fella right here. Can you guys see that, or is that too small? Is that too small? We will never leave starter deck ImperialDramon. You might be right. You might be right. Can read? Oh, all right. Well, there you go. Card gamers literate. Hey, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Tomorrow's a holiday. Feeling good in Japan. Gonna have Thanksgiving. I hope you're doing well out there too. No movie release here. Oof. Sorry to hear that, man. But yeah, this one was given out at the movies. I'm sure they're gonna make another way for folks in the West to get their hands on these cards. It'd be insane if they didn't. But his your turn effect is pretty good. When he digivolves into a card with free trait, if you have a tamer in play, you can reduce the cost by 1. So it basically becomes like a 1-cost digivolve. And correct me if I'm wrong, but all of the armors are free trait, right? Like FlameDramon, yeah, he's free trait too, so it works really well if you're running like an armors deck, which I think will get very strong here within the next set, by the way. Or I think it also works if you just run like the blue-green ImperialDramon stuff, so either way, that Vmon is not bad. And then when attacking, if he has 2 or more colors, which again works out for the armors, again, draw a card. Also, if you have like the, if you're like a level 5 ImperialDramon, then he gets this as well. So, so that's the Vmon. And then the Davis Tamer, I think, is a little bit better here. So start of your main phase, if you have a Digimon with free trait, gain 1 memory. A lot of the new Tamers are kind of like following this trend. Have you guys noticed this? Instead of 4 costs, they're 3 costs, and they only give 1 memory for some effect. In a lot of cases, it's like if your opponent has a Digimon on board. In the case of the Sons of Chaos and DigiPolice cards. Hey, Bad Wolf, thanks, man. Much appreciated. Thanks for being here. So Davis, the same way. If you have a free card, then +1 memory. So I guess it's a way for them to power creep the memory tamers, where these are cheaper and like you can get the cards, you can get the memory, but a little bit less. And then here's the real kicker. On play, you can do one of 2 things. Play a Vmon for free, or you can digivolve into an X Vmon for free from your hand. So lots of really good resource there, whether you're playing armors or what do you call it, ImperialDramon. So runs a couple copies of this guy. Let's go back to the deck really quickly. So 2 copies of the new Vmon. I wonder if this is because he couldn't get his hands on 2 more. I sometimes look at deck lists and I wonder, like, if a card is hard to get, like, did you just substitute it because you didn't have it, or what? Because if I'm looking here, there's only 10 level 3s in this deck, which is kind of scary. And so a couple XVmons with jamming. You kind of have to run the EX1 XVmon. This guy's just too good to pass up. Jamming on the card and in inheritance is pretty busted. I don't think this card is going to phase out for quite a while. XVmon and Stingmon, who both basically become cheap when they Digivolve? Where are you at, XVmon? Here you go. Yeah, so when the DNA Digivolves, you can gain a memory. So this plus the Stingmon basically makes it... You can gain memory off of a DNA Digivolve. And because these guys have Joggers at the end of turn, in the case of the Wormmon, I believe it is. How do I remember all this? I haven't played ImperialDramon in like a year. Yeah, you can DNA Digivolve at the end of the turn. So you can go into a level 4 on the board, roll over on memory, but if you have 2 level 4s, you just Joggers into your level 5 and then gain 2 memory off of these guys here, which is nice. And then... Whoa, Stingmon. Both of the BT12 rookies. Oh, yeah. Not just the Wormmon, eh? It's the Vmon as well. Yeah, so he reduces 1, and then I think the XVmon, it said it gives you +1 memory, so... Wait, whoa. Oh, this is reduce its own cost. I see. Oh, in that case, so it's Vmon, go into XVmon for free off the Tamer, or just Digivolve, have some memory left over, play a Stingmon for reduced cost, Jogris or DNA into your level 5, and gain some memory back. Got it. Yeah, it's been a while since I played an ImperialDramon, so... yeah, he's got so... Like, this deck... I get a little anxious, like, looking at this deck, because it's so much. It's like the Switchblade, like the Swiss Army knife of, like, ImperialDramon and ImperialDramon cards. You've got the 3 ImperialDramons from the starter deck here, and then the 2 or the 3 from... What were these guys from? These were the BT12 ones. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, BT12 did have an entire ImperialDramon line. Trash top 3. Oh my god. Ooh, Apocalypse, eat your heart out. Then when DNA Digivolving, 2 of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolve cards can't attack. This one doesn't matter so much, but this one right here, ooh. Apocalypse in shambles. Let's see. You got the 1 Rydramon to keep your Vmon or Wormmon on board. Loki, if you guys don't have this Rydramon, grab a couple copies of him. It's actually pretty damn good. This Ace... Oh, this is not Ace. Okay, this is Ace. So the Ace ImperialDramon Dragon Mode, I don't know how to feel about this. So, again, when you counterblast, it's on your opponent's turn. You go into this guy, you suspend 1 and then unsuspend 1. And then when he becomes suspended, you can play a Tamer or a Digimon that's 4,000 or less from your hand without paying. That attack's still going through, by the way. That attack is definitely going through. So I don't know if I care for the actual ImperialDramon Ace card. Maybe if you're like gonna win, he seems more offensive focused, because you can get another swing in. Yeah. I guess you could play Promo Davis. You could also play the Davis and Ken Tamer, right? If you have blue Digimon, your turn. When one of your Digimon Digivolves into a Digimon with 2 more colors. That's tougher, actually. It's Digivolve. I thought it was when they suspend. Maybe not them. Yeah, I did see the new Davis and Ken Tamer that they released today. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. It feels like it's all over the place. There's like 3 different types of ImperialDramon Dragon modes. Like there's 1 fighter mode. Sorry, there's 3 fighter modes. There's 1 Paladin mode. There's this one. It's hard to see here, but this is a Zudomon Ace. This one gets me. There's 3 Davises here. There's like 2. This deck is like all the cards. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Chief. I'm trying to find like the line, and it just feels like you want all the stuff for every situation. And I don't know if Digimon's that kind of game. Am I the only person who's like looking at this and getting stressed? 2 Mega Death, 1 Giga Death, 1 X Laser? I forgot what X Laser does. Blue options? What are we looking at here? Laser? V-Laser. Trash top 3 Digivolution cards when opponent's Digimon. Then if you have a green Digimon in play, you can play level 4 blue. Yeah. ImperialDramon Swiss Army Knife. If you joggers at the end of turn into a BT12 Dinobimon, which swings, can you use BT8 Davis and Kin to unsuspend it? I think that it has to already be suspended because you get the Davis and the Kin Tamer for... You get Davis and Kin's effect whenever you Digivolve, so it has to be suspended already. Suspend one of your Digimon, and this Digimon gets plus 2,000 for the turn. Then this Digimon may attack an opponent's Digimon. Huh. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. So let's see. Davis and Kin say when you Digivolve, if it's a free trait or ImperialDramon, you can rest the tamer and suspend them. Yeah, so you can order the effects though, can't you? So you Joggers here into Dinobimon. Oh no, Dinobimon would become unsuspended because it's a Joggers. Got it. Even so, you DNA Digivolve him, rest him for its effect. They both trigger, but then you can choose the order of how they resolve. So effect 1 is when Digivolving here, DNA Digivolve, suspend your opponent's Digimon, and I don't know, it's not this Digimon, sorry. I thought it said suspend Dinobimon, but no, in this case, no. Yeah. Henry has it right. If you think this deck is all over the place, you see the Massive list at top at Oceania Regionals. Link it up. Yeah, somebody wanted to see it, so here it is, but I don't know, Chief. I don't know. This is the starter deck, ImperialDramon Dragon Mode. I had to look, so if you're wondering which one that is, oh, this is the search result. I believe it's this one. Yeah. Double check the number here. ST. Yeah. So this one right here is actually just this guy right here. So he's the one who drops the 2 level 4s whenever you Digivolve into him. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll just wait for BT16 to try ImperialDramon. I like ImperialDramon. I think it's cool. I really like Paladin mode a lot, but I don't know, man. Wait, you could use Davis and Kin, DNA into Dinobi, resolve its when Digivolving attack, then suspend Davis and Kin and unsuspend the Dinobi. That's the combo? Is that... I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. You're right. I wasn't looking at the first part of the effect, but you resolved the whole effect first. So, going back here for a second, rewinding the tapes. So, do all that stuff, then he attacks, and then you resolve the Davis and Kin. Let me just double check them one more time. Yeah, when one of your Digimon Digivolves into a Digimon with 2 or more colors, you may suspend the same runs. Yeah, I guess that would... in theory, I think that works. So you Digivolve into him, suspend something of theirs, gain 3,000, attack, and then rest Davis and Kin, and then unsuspend him. Joggers uses 2 Digimon. Oh, wait a second. Are you sure, Henry? I know DNA takes 2 Digimon, but I don't think it works like that. I don't think it's... That's actually... I don't actually know the answer to this question here. I wish I could be more help, but yeah, I don't actually know. I think... Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more help here. I really don't know. Judges say it should work? One of the Colorado judges sent like a 2-paragraph explaining the ruling. Jesus. Yeah, when you joggers, you automatically unsuspend, but the Diaboromon lets you attack on Digivolve. And then... So both the effects trigger, but then you can... Yeah, I'm not sure. It does say win 1 Digimon, but is that really the case? Do we observe that ruling for anything else? I don't know. The question was, can you use Diaboromon's effect when it digivolves from BT12? And then use this tamer to unsuspend it as well. I guess, yeah, you could just go to Dragon Mode too. That's the thing. But you're spending memory to get there, right? Yeah, I will defer to whatever people in chat say, because I have no idea here. And I don't want to like misinform people. So I will defer to chat in this case. Somebody was asking about Diaboromon earlier on. They actually came out with a Diaboromon themed premium Bandai box. Let me see if I can find it. Like, they printed like a bunch of Diaboromon. Hold on a sec. Where was it? Like Diaboromon. There's like a really nice like new Diaboromon playmat. And it came with like really nice Diaboromon token cards. Where is it? I think it was Omito that had who bought one. Let me see what he said. Following. There we go. My timeline is like being like bombarded with the Street Fighter 6 third costume artworks and cosplays. Jesus Christ. People going ham. Okay. Let me see. Ah, yeah, here it is. So, this looks sick, by the way. So this is an official playmat. It's like Diaboromon themed. You got the like all the Diaboromon line here. And then I think it comes with it comes with these token cards here, which are all like they all look really good, super clean. I don't know how he got, what is this? 15 copies of Diaboromon tokens, but I think he's got enough. I think he's got his bases covered. Oh, thanks, Johnny. I'll take a look at it a little bit later, buddy. I don't think these are proxies. I think these are the real cards. So, came with these. These look really nice. They say Diaboromon on them. Those are just token cards. They also came out with, like, I think a couple of Diaboromon like cards, like alt arts, but I don't know if he has them. I would assume he does, right? If you got the playmat, you surely got the cards, right? Am I tripping? That cry is my mouse wheel doing its best after like 5 years of of scrolling. Yeah, I don't see it, but they came with a bunch of. I think it got shipped today, so most folks are getting them in their inbox or their in the mail. All right, so yeah, somebody asked for it. I'm not confident in it, but yeah, there's the ImperialDramon list. The next one I want to show off, I don't think it's going to take as long because it's pretty straightforward. Someone asked for a WarGreymon list this day and age. And this one actually won the second area or second stage regional. So for folks who don't know, in Japan it's like first stage regional, second stage regional, and I think it's national after that. I could be wrong, but I think it's national. And so this one won second stage regional, but it doesn't look like anything crazy. Excuse me. How dare these people put the alt arts in front? You gotta have the full art though. Full alt only. Parallel harassment. Agumon, 4 copies of Agumon X, 4 copies of the BT12 Agumon or BT14 Agumon. 3 copies of the Search Agumon is kind of wild to me. That's kind of weird. This is the Greymon that gives you plus memory and then plus 2000 DP. 3 copies of Greymon X Antibody because you need the 1 copy of the really good one that they restricted to 1. But Garurumon on the other hand gets to run wild and free with their insane ass Garurumon X Antibody card. Holy crap. And then one, kind of strange here, only 1 copy of the Greymon that has the security attack +1 in inheritance. And then 2 copies of the Greymon who lets you play Tamer for free. Yeah, for me, playing this deck, it feels like the level 4s are the hardest to build because there's so many effects that you want. For example, if you're running the BT14 Agumon, you want to have the Greymon who gives you memory back whenever you do that. So you get the refund whenever you Digivolve. You go actually +1 instead of minus anything. Additionally, if you just want to have a Tamer down in some way, form, or fashion, so the Greymon here to play a Tamer is nice. But also you want to be able to do like almost like a 2-hit OTK or TTK? Is that what we call them now? You want like a TTK with this guy or a 3TK? So you want anything that gives you security attack plus. You want to include a couple copies of this, but him only including 1 is kind of wild to me. And then level 5s, he runs. Wow, this is like a really tight list. So 3 of the raids to drop Tamers, 1 of the Alterous mode, 1 of the BT8 Greymon who de-digivolves 1 stage and can attack active Digimon. This is useful for a Pokemon, I get it. Also, it's kind of useful for some Garurumon decks. Security attack +1, plus 3000 Metal Greymon X. Anybody, I get that. Typically, you see like the 4-4 split between these 2 cards, but this guy's like changed it up a little bit. And then level 6s. What WarGreymon is this? Is that the BT12 one? Was that WarGreymon X? Hold on. I can't even read. Jesus Christ. Let me just pull up my 4,000 WarGreymons. Which one are you, little bro? It is WarGreymon X. Okay, I'm not tripping. So 1 WarGreymon X, 2 WarGreymons for BT12 that have raid, and then 2 copies of Black WarGreymon X. Ugh. The Asmaria art is crap. Dang. What's going on, Javi? Why you gotta throw shade on Asmaria like that? It's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty sick. It's just when you have the shopkeeper's ability to take a photo in 2023, like, I don't know, like with iPhone 15s, how are we still taking photos like this? Like, it's from 1990s with a Polaroid. We have to like go to like Walmart and get it developed afterward. I don't understand that. I don't like the idea of like the split here. I like to either go one route or the other, but running both seems really awkward because you can't go from the WarGreymon into like Black WarGreymon X. It doesn't work. And this guy, yeah, still running a couple copies of Hades Force. I don't know. This day and age, I guess Hades Force is good because there are cards that just don't die by battle. And if that's the case, this deck basically has no way to kill you outside of WarGreymon X Antibody. So I get that. But Hades Force kind of heavy. Kind of heavy. And then the double Omegamons. So this is our Blitz, and then this is our X Antibody. Yeah, I don't know, man. This won a second stage regional, really? Only 2 Tie Tamers. I get that they run a ton of the cool boys. If you're gonna run Cool Boy, why not run 4 copies of the Metal Greymon X? Am I just not salty's not the word. I guess like I feel like I'm stuck in my ways. Like I'm trying to apply my logic of deck building onto someone else's deck, which you definitely shouldn't do. But yeah, I mean, what you've got Black WarGreymon, you've got Hades Force, you've got X Antibody. So I guess those cards just work in tandem. And then I guess if you want to go the more aggressive route, you have Wargrey X as well. But yeah, I would have hoped to have like a couple more copies of Tie, because almost nothing has blocker unless you get to a Black WarGreymon X Antibody, and you can just die to Garurumon going ham. Don't need Cool Boys anymore. Yeah, I don't like Cool Boy much in the deck either. But I can see his utility. Like for every stage of the deck, he can give you something. So I get it. It's like how whenever you have offense training and you hit a Black Tie Tamer, you're like, well, rip in peace. Or you hit like a Omegamon or Omnimon or X Antibody option card, you're like, well, that's a whiff. I've had times where I hit a Black Tamer and like the X Antibody, and I'm just like, well, screw me, I suppose. So I guess maybe that's his thinking, that he has less whiffs with Cool Boy. I don't know. Because you have to include the Black Tie Tamer here. He has such a thin margin for like an OTK or a 2TK. Or TTK, yeah. Yeah, I guess for folks who are moving on to the next stage, look out for this guy. So let's see. That's WarGreymon. It hasn't really changed. I mean, there's like, I guess you could also say there's 3 ways to make it if you consider Gaiomon, or 4 ways if you consider like Greymon Beatdown. But yeah, I mean, Greymon's Greymon, you know. It's just the raid control list, yeah. But it's that with some of like the other stuff mixed in, just for a more diverse top end. It feels like. Let's see here. So yeah, WarGreymon out of the way. Cool. The next one, Numemon. Now, honestly, I don't know jack shit about Numemon. So what's interesting about this list is that the guy who made this list won some small event, and then there was another guy, a different person, who won a different event, but with a very similar lineup. So I assume these guys either know each other or they're the same person, or they just changed their name. I don't think that's the case. I don't think they changed their name and they're the same person. I think maybe they just talked about the deck, or they like, there's maybe just a really preferred way to build the deck right now, because I noticed very quickly that both copies of the deck, or both versions of the deck, ran full Ukomon. And for folks who don't know Ukomon, it feels like he's like I said it in the video, but it feels like he might be the revival of Rookie Rush in some form or fashion. Why are there 3 copies of this guy here? Jesus Christ. So he and the Rui Tamer have very similar effects. Rui lets you pull something out from raising. Ukomon does not. Ukomon is just like whenever you do pull something out from the battle or from raising to the battle area, you can hatch your Digimon immediately and then gain a memory. So there's that. I played a Rookie Rush deck last weekend that ran Ukomon. And yeah, I mean, once they get one Ukomon down and a Rui Tamer, they can kind of like start to really move. Check out Ukomon plus Bond or Friendship. Yeah, I saw that too. I was really hoping that he wouldn't be super useful because I don't like the idea of promo cards being like kind of busted. But yeah, I played the that's the one I played, Javi. The Ukomon and like it was like Beast and Birds, but it was basically like red focused. Ukomon featuring Grace Nova. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it feels like he really helps out like those old aggressive decks or aggro variant decks that haven't really seen play as of recent. Let me get out of here. Get out of here, little dude. All right. So Ukomon's in here, and I guess because this deck is pretty low to the ground, although as far as level 3s are concerned, what do you have here? It's just Ukomon, and then like all the Numemon and Garomon are level 4s. So it's just Ukomon, the Chumon, the Chikurimon, and the 2 copies of Agumon. This seems like such a weird thing to include the Agumon here. Yeah, with Muchomon, the little like red bird for card draw too, in red. That's the variant of the aggro deck I played. I was like, what's that card? Dancing bird? Let me see here though. So Garomon draws cards. Numemon from DigiPolice is actually very good once you have a way to play him on board because you get the I forget her name already. It starts with a T. Oh god, what was her name? I'm tripping. Don't get married, kids. You forget all your Digimon knowledge. Satsuki, that's it. Yeah, Satsuki Tamer. He can just get Rush. Oh yeah, I should have just looked at the chat when you guys said it like 47 times. Damn. Oh. So there's that. You get the free attack. What does the Numemon X do? Numemon is not a tamer. Let's try again. Numemon X, all turns when a Numemon is in this card's sources, gain on deletion, you can play Digimon card with Numemon from its name from your trash without paying the cost. That's cute. So when you go into this guy, attack, he dies, and then you play something from the trash for free. And I guess if you have this fella, he can just attack immediately because he gets Rush. If you have the Satsuki Tamer from hand. That's kind of cool. On deletion, you can play one card with Numemon from your trash without paying the cost. So same thing. If it's just Numemon in the name. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you can also play like a Platinum Numemon. Jesus Christ. Who, by trashing one Numemon card in your hand, gain 2 memory. That's kind of cool. So you die and then just gain memory off of that. And then when he dies, you can play a level 5 or lower Numemon or Montai. It just keeps going. I see. Okay. You just keep playing Numemon cards. The slime never disappears. Getamons for card draw, like we said before. The Monzaimon, though, are... Let me see here. The WarMonzaimon, is that from... What is this from? BT16? Oh, it is this set. Okay. Trashing a Numemon from your hand. You can de-digivolve something. That's cool. And by placing one Numemon from your trash, bottom of this card's sources, until the end of the opponent's turn, the Digimon can play with 5. Play cost 5 or less can attack players. That's kind of cool, I guess, if they're going like Rookie Rushy, but nowadays you're getting slapped by, I don't know, Garurumon, who's 8 cost. Why did they make Garurumon 8 cost? I don't know. What is it, 7? I think it might be 7. I think I'm thinking 7 cost 8,000. 8,000 DP. So that's the WarMonzaimon, and He also has security attack +1 on inheritance. Yeah. So if you get to the platinum Numemon, you can just slap for 2, assuming he doesn't die off the first check. There's no way to give it jamming though, right? I guess Satsuki. Okay. I see it. I see the line. So you go like, you can do something like him going to level 6 if you, I suppose. There's only one level 6 platinum Numemon in here, so I guess you could do the security attack +1 with jamming that way, and then if he dies, I guess you kind of want him to die though. I don't know. You gonna lose your lady cop? Yeah, Satsuki would die if I guess if you checked an option. Let's see. The Monzaimon X antibody, is he also from this set? Oh no, Satsuki is there. Water Monzaimon, am I tripping? Oh, I have black highlighted, that's why. I don't know what it is. I love the artwork for this card. I wish Pikaru would do more stuff like this. This is kind of sick. I don't know, like I don't really care about Monzaimon, but I love this artwork. It's just so good. The color, like the style, it just does it for me, you know? So this is one of the Monzaimon they run. Place a Digimon from its trash in this card's sources, gain 2 memory. Damn. What if your opponent's Digimon gains plus 3000 DP and security attack -1? That's okay. And also the security attack +1. Interesting. I'm trying to think, like, there's not a Numemon that's going to give you security attack plus. It's only the Monzaimons. That's the hard part. And I'm like, is there a way I can stack multiple Monzaimon to get multiple security attacks? Doesn't seem like that's the case. And then Monzaimon X. If you have Numemon or X antibody in his sources, you can play a Numemon or level 3 Digimon card from your hand without paying cost. And when your other Digimon is played, when your opponent's Digimon, that's alright, I suppose. You can like kill off small stuff. Maybe use this in tandem with something like the 7-cost option to like nuke someone's board. Oh yeah, you guys saw the new Chaos mod? That thing is insane. It's actually pretty wild. Was it Heaven's Judgment is the name of this card? Yeah, Heaven's Judgment. So you can slap something for like, because you have yellow and black on board, or if you have yellow and black on board, you slap something for like 18,000. Pretty nasty. Oh, is Monzaimon X for each? Did I miss that? Double platinum into chaos. I think someone like put up the someone put up a graphic on Twitter, and I was like, this is too complicated. I'm just gonna play Apocalypse. If you discard those cards, I don't gotta worry about them. What was that Monzaimon though? It's not for each. It's just for one. Yeah, it's not for each. It's just one. Oh, maybe. Hold on, let me double check the Japanese. Yeah, it's just once, not for each. Oh, maybe we were talking about different things, Hobby. I wish this card was good. This card's art is kind of cool to me too. Jelly Monzaimon. No peanut butter, all jelly. I could see it. It seems like a pretty aggressive deck, and it seems like Ukomon only helps that out. The Pagumon, is there a better egg we can run here? Oh, wait a second. These aren't all Pagumon. He says that these are Tsunomon underneath. Let me see. Is a black Tsunomon? I just realized he had 5 eggs. Oh, hey, really? Tsunomon. There's not another black Tsunomon. It's not a. There's definitely not a yellow one. Rookie rush with 6 rookies feels weird. Yeah, I don't. I guess something else evolved. I'm trying to think. I guess if Ukomon's on board, you could put it under him. I suppose it's because you're just gonna be playing Numemon, so whatever you pull out from raids is gonna kind of sit there. In this case, being the Chikurimon or the Chumon. Because the Numemon already so low to the ground, you can just Digivolve in Racing, pull something out, and then I guess just like gain card draw over and over off of the Tsunomon. That's like the only reason I could see in my head to run this guy. Are there any other options for black eggs we could run here though? Sumemon could be good. Oh, wait a second. Did he say Sumemon? That's Tsuno. He definitely said Tsunomon. Yeah. Sumemon could be cool. The plus 2000 feels like it's pretty easy to get because it's Monzaimon or Numemon. Yeah, honestly, I don't really know what else you would run. Not Tsunemon. Missimon, no. Dorumon, no. You don't get that off of like the one guy. The Dorumon baby? You're talking about... Wait, what are you talking? This one? Dorimon? No, definitely not that guy. When Digimon comes to unsuspended, no, that's not gonna be useful either. Is that opponent's turn? You could use that if you have the Satsuki Tamer, but yeah, the Pagumon is like kind of weird because I guess if you hit a yellow card like the Monzaimons here or the Ukomon, then you kind of just assed out. Although I will say, like, you have a pretty good shot to hit something that's black. I mean, most of the deck is kind of in your favor. The DigiPolice egg from BT16? This Missimon? Oh, that's 14. I'm tripping. Which one is this one? It's BT15. Oh, the Kyokomon? Oh, when a Digimon becomes unsuspended. I suppose. But would your Numemon live long enough for that to happen? I don't know. The one where it says when one of your other Digimon Evo draw a card. I mean, yeah, that's the Tsunomon he's running. This is what he is running currently. I feel like there's got to be a better option than that, right? Yeah, you need reboot in order for the Kyokomon. But, I mean, besides these two, maybe the Tsumemon, but then your stuff's not dying on security swing. I don't know. Maybe this is like the best he could come up with. I mean, I get it. Yeah, none of the D-Brigade stuff works. None of the Twilight stuff. Active phase. Yeah, I get it. It's just that usually when your Numemon swings in, it's just, you're likely going to die. It's only got like 2,000 attack, right? 3,000 even for some of the heavier stuff? Yeah, only 2,000 for X antibody. Wow. Most of the deck is pretty low to the ground. Like, they put up a big blocker, you're kind of assed out, bro. Yeah, Black's eggs are never really that great, eh? Give Black a jamming egg. Cowards. How dare they? We too want to be broken like Blue. We too want our Garurumons to swing 14 times without the fear of what's in security. Yeah, so I mean, I get the aggressiveness of the deck. Ukomon seems like a cool addition. It feels like the level 3s for this deck are just kind of side dressing, where you're kind of hoping that the level 3s just kind of sit there and be really annoying to your opponent. And I guess you can use the eggs off of that, I suppose, and then you just kind of go in with all your level 4s and just keep the pressure going by whenever something gets to lead, you just play another Numemon. Run some cootie kicks to avoid blockers. I suppose, like, yeah, I guess if you run up against Magnamon, it's not common, but if you run up against Magnamon X, you're kind of just, well, next round. Yeah, enter the scoop phase, homies. Digivolve on an egg would be kind of wild. So there's the Numemon deck. Let's see. Folks were asking about Beelstar. Oh god, Beelstar. Blah. If there was one deck I would just wish would die, Beelstar would be that one. Just phase out already. Jesus Christ. Please phase away. I need you to be like Spider-Man at the end of Avengers. Just, I don't feel so well, Mr. Stark. Please. You'll notice here that this deck runs the Garuru engine. Much like the other purple decks out there. Did you show any DigiPolice deck? No. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think D-Brigade might be a little bit more popular than DigiPolice right now. That could just be like a weekly phenomena. So, yeah, it's interesting that pretty much every purple deck runs the same lower end, with the exception of like this one pro mode. I don't know why this promo's in here, but all right. Yeah, Kamishiro put up this like funny ass image that it's just the text is Garuru engine. And it's just all these motherfuckers right here. Oh, Jesus. It's so true though. It's like the lower half of like the lower 20 cards of these decks are all the same. Oh. Garuru engine. Thank you, friends. But yeah, Beelstar, I mean, this deck was pretty popular at the start of this release, or at the end of the last release as well, I suppose. Like when we had just got our hands on the X antibody cards for Gabumon and Garurumon. It doesn't really look like it's changed too much. You've got your 7-cost options, and there's enough blue 7-cost options to really help out. So, Metal Storm, I think this is. Cocytus Breath helps to fill out the void. If you play mill decks, then you have your Rival's Barrage to just grab whatever you need. 7th Lightning is kind of crazy. This deck doesn't run Leviamon, but Jesus Christ. Do you need the Leviamon X antibody for the 7th Lightning? Hold on. I kind of want to play Leviamon, but for some reason, Leviamon is dummy expensive, but Leviamon X isn't. Excuse me? Sometimes a little level selector just does its own thing. Hey, Pancake, what's up, man? Don't mind us, just hanging out, ragging on decks. That's X. Did I miss the regular Leviathan? No, I didn't. Gator. And then I'm looking for the option. I don't know why I'm looking for Leviathan. Seventh Lightning is the name. I think it's on the second page. Swing and a miss, East. Swing and a miss. Biting Crush. Seventh Lightning. Here we go. When one of your Digimon... Yeah, it has to Digivolve into the Viamon X antibody. Okay, so it's just there. By trashing one card in your hand, delete one of your opponent's level 4 and level 6. That could be useful, I guess, if you're fighting a Numemon and it pops up in security, maybe? 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 Because this deck doesn't run any Leviamon at all. Now that we officially have Chaos Jogress, which deck, dude, your guess is as good as mine, man. The one copy of X Antibody, I suppose, is for the Garurumon out here. Garuru Engine, restricted card, so you only run one copy of it. Kind of surprised I don't see the other Garurumon or Gabumon that's restricted to one. I feel like that's the better one. You cycle more cards, right? This one's on attack, but that one's on deletion. Because he doesn't have the jamming Tsunomon, so like, he kind of is, like, what's the word I want to use? Like, vulnerable whenever he attacks. He has to have the X antibodies here and here in order to save him, and then those are only once per turn. So if you're attacking multiple times during a turn, then you're at risk of being destroyed. But I guess it's also a way to cycle cards back into the deck because Apocalypmon is out here. And then, of course, you know, the idea is to use the lower end of the deck, its offense, to clean up games with Beelstar. You play a Beelstar and just start shooting stuff. Or you can go super dummy wide with Nailbone. One copy of the training card is kind of funny. One copy of Wisdom Training. I guess, yeah. I guess it's because you don't want to like whiff on one of your cards here, and you're mostly focused on just drawing out the cards. So the bottom end of the deck where you're just digivolving into your level 3s and 4s is where you want to go. But yeah, it's weird that you have one of these and then like multiple mats. Is there anything better you could run here? Like cards that you could discard to draw more cards? Like what is it? Like the level, the 3 cost option card? The purple one that like lets you destroy level 4 or lower? I'm tripping on the name. I think it was part of the... Oh, this one right here. Yeah. Pummel Whack. That's not right, is it? Demon... Isn't this like Demon Kingfish or something like that? Hahoken. That's a KOF move, bro. That's what Rio says. Yeah. I don't know. One copy of Metal Garurumon Ace. I mean, this deck's pretty straightforward for the Beelstar. Yeah, Pummel Whack is such a weird name. Is that the actual, like, official English name? Is this card out in the West yet? Hold on. BT16? It should be, actually. Yeah, hold on. I'm genuinely curious now. Is this card really called Pummel Whack? Wow. Really? Really? Okay. Color me surprised. That was like a season 1 Viz One Piece translation right there. What the Pummel Whack? Hey Asar, what's up, man? Hope you're doing alright. I'll take that over Biting Crush, whatever that means. I mean, Mom would just absolutely murder a box of Captain Crunch. And like this on the front right here, I'd buy that. Yeah, Pummel Whack is so weird. Is it Beast? Hulk? The Hulk? And is it really Beast? Hold on. Whoops. That's not the kanji for Beast, is it? Hold on. Do some quick. My kanji's not very strong, but I don't think that's Beast. I'm pretty sure Beast is something else. Conquest. All right. That's a kanji I don't know and will probably not learn. The first kanji here is Conquest. It's like Conquest Kingfish is like the literal translation, but that becomes Pummel Whack. Wow, talk about a downgrade, bro. Bandai actually made his move just like a jobber ass move. That's Conquest, King Fist to Pummel Whack. It's like how you see yourself versus how you think other people see you. Like, I'm a badass. Pummel Whack. All right. So, yeah, not much else to say about this. I mean, it's pretty much the gameplay in this deck has kind of had in recent memory, where you just cycle through the deck with the lower end. You can use the offense of your level 5s to actually push game if your opponent doesn't put up much of a defense early on. And then later on, you can either control the game or finish things up and clean the board up with Beelzemon. Hasn't really changed that much. Fist of the King's Supremacy. Nah, bro, you mean Pummel Whack? You mean Pummel Whack? The sound you make when you play Whack-A-Mole? Alright, close this now. But yeah. Garuru Engine. It's crazy this card didn't get hit. I'm still in shock. Greymon X Antibody had to die for Garurumon X Antibody to live. How unfortunate. How unfortunate indeed. And then I think the last card, or not the card, but the last deck we're going to take a look at is... Oh, actually it was Beelstar. Yeah, so Imperial WarGreymon, Numemon, Beelstar. If I'm keeping it a buck, I'm kind of cool with my wedding being during this set, because Anubismon, Apocalymon, I think, yeah, I was talking to a guy in my local card shop the other day when I was looking for stuff in like their parallel box, and I was like, yeah, this set, I'm just kind of trying stuff out. I've been messing with Vaccine Yellow. I would normally like never touch Yellow because the decks just aren't typically aggressive enough, and they haven't like printed a deck like Lord Nightmon since, well, Lord Nightmon. And yeah, I'm just kind of messing around. I will say though, Mitamamon is a pretty cool Digimon, and if they could just give me one more like really good level 4 card, the deck would be kind of crazy. One level 4 vaccine card. Sorry, let me retract my statement. Vaccine card. It's got to be level 4. It's got to be a vaccine. With the Wizardmon that they released, the yellow purple one for, was it EX5 or BT15? Might have been 15. Boom, boom, boom. He's actually pretty annoying. On play and on deletion -6k. So if he just comes on the board and then immediately dies, they just eat 12k for him. Free Geogreymon. Yeah, Geogreymon would have been great if he was not limited to one. The deck is that Yellow actually has a lot harder time getting Tamers out now because of him, because he's limited to one. Unfortunate, to be honest. Unfortunate. Now, what I don't understand about this, I'm not throwing shade here, Card Talk, if you're watching, but why is it that we have BT16 cards released? Oh, not all of them. Never mind. Maybe. Fair enough. No, never mind. I was gonna complain that we have the BT16 cards here, but not the starter deck cards that are already like out in the, well, like online. But I won't hold you to it since it's not all the BT16 stuff. It's fine. So is it Lord Nightmon and JP? Yeah. Lord Nightmon. Beginning Observer. Wait, what? Oh yeah, proxies. Hee. Wow, we actually have a lot. How many cards are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 by 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're a little under halfway through this entire set. I just realized, wow. I just realized that. So these cards came out. You've got like a lot of. It's so crazy. Like a lot of these cards, like you have to come from a specific level 2, otherwise it's a 1-cost Digivolve, and like the colors are kind of wonky. So Hawkmon, who I think has traditionally been red, comes from a yellow or green now, doesn't come from a red at all. Who else was it? Yeah, Patamon, traditionally yellow. He can come from yellow, I guess, which is good, but comes from black as well, even though he's also kind of had, like, there's been like the yellow-blue Angemon cards in the past. We also see here. This card's actually pretty cool. Yeah, it's so weird. Like the Salamon, who's traditionally been yellow or purple, just has this random ass red for no reason. For no reason. I like the artwork though. Good artwork from Iori. Who's that? Iori Sunakura. He must be new. I don't recognize that name. Hawkmon, Akilamon stuff. Jamming is nice, especially for level 4. Comes from a Hawkmon for 2, so you kind of have to come from Hawkmon. It feels like they're like really starting to narrow down your lines for Digivolving to get good memory resource. And then on attack suspended, yeah, that's all right. And you can delete. Actually, hold on play and Digivolve. Minus 3k or delete a 3k, so you delete a floodgate and then you get jamming too. That's kind of crazy. They're opposite colors to go over their partners. Who's Hawkmon's partner in this case then? It's not Patamon. Is it Salamon? Who else could it be here? Gatomon? Is it really Gatomon? Oh. One of the few times where reading was not helpful. Ease, look at the picture, bro. Ease, just look at the picture, little homie. Lil bro, just check the pic. Don't read the card. Don't read. You're a card game player. You don't need that. Just look at the picture, homie. What is wrong with you? Fair. All right. So Gatomon here, barrier. It feels like they're trying to narrow, like they're trying to like put barrier on all the Gatomon cards. Like that's gonna be like the theme of Gatomon from now on. By trashing one card in your hand, return a level 6 or lower 2-cost Digimon card with red or purple from your trash to your hand. Harpymon comes from it's also level 4. Oh, you know what I just realized. You know what it is? I bet a lot of like the really, really good cards from this set are going to be the level 5s. Like, yeah, Sylphmon here. Partition, red, yellow. So you get the Hawkmon red and then the yellow from the Gatomon. What's this in the background, though? When Digivolving, give something minus 7k and then delete a 4k or less. I love that. I love that. Gatomon in the Sylphimon deck creates an insane resource loop. Really? How? Let me see. Does the Salamon... When it's your turn, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into level 4 card with Holy Beast or free trade from your trash. Oh, that's kind of cool. So even if you discard something, you can just like pop it. That's kind of neat. Wait, it's Beast? Holy Beast. What level 4 Digimon has Holy Beast in it? Mythical Beast? Is that what they meant to say? Mythical? Hold on, let me read the Jap. Oh, it's not Japanese. Shit! Yeah, partition to grab back. Wait, what? Digivolve unsuspended. Oh, I see what you mean. So you partition, drop him, get the... so you can just go right back. That's kind of cool. So you just keep your pieces. That's kind of sick. I see what you mean. That's kind of cool. Now, here's the real question. Are Digimon... no, they wouldn't be. Digimon played by partition, I assume, cannot attack the turn they're played because they are considered new instances of Digimon on the board. Yeah, when you play these cards from partition, I'm assuming that you cannot attack with them. That would be busted, I assume. Yeah, like, you can do some crazy stuff. So, it's not like DNA Digivolve where you can attack it's with the Digimon as soon as you play it or Digivolve into it. So, that makes sense, yeah. Lynxmon. This comes from Gatomon, Red Yellow, Raid, and Armor Purge. That's kind of cute. It doesn't have a lot of DP, so the raid is kind of like weird in this case. But the fact that you're giving so many things minus DP, like 3,000 here on the Digivolve, I think that it wasn't you. That's a spend. No. Oh, it's a level 4 into a level 4. Interesting. Interesting. So it has to pretty much come from Gatomon. You get the minus 3,000 from the Gatomon too, so you can... Oh, so you get Lynxmon down, you attack? Oh no, you can't. This is really weird situation with Raid where I'm thinking about, because when you Digivolve, you give something minus 3,000, so you could actually make it the not strongest Digimon on board. I guess you have to worry about that, but if you don't have to worry about that, then I guess it's okay. Because you get the minus 3,000 from the Lynxmon on Digivolve, and then minus 3,000 from the Gatomon on attack? Oh, your turn, never mind. Oh, never mind, this is just security Digimon. I'm tripping. It's just minus 3k, yikes. Now I'm more worried. These are only security Digimon. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Shikamaru. Is that the Shikamaru? Like, the one? That one guy? Like, the smart one? The shadow dude? On YouTube? Dang. Have you played Digimon in any other Asian countries that use JP cards aside from Japan? No, asterisk? I went to Singapore about a month ago, and I tried to play with the folks there, but I didn't. I should have put up a post earlier, but my weekend then was hell. But I tried to meet up with some folks, but I just didn't have the time to do it because I had to do some work. And then I also like asked if I also went to Korea one time, and this was about 4 or 5 months ago, back in July. I went to Korea and I went to a really popular like fighting game cafe, and I went there solely to play Street Fighter. And I looked behind me while I was just like watching two guys play, and some dude just had Digimon cards. I was like, whoa, what you doing there, bro? Like, completely by like happenstance, some guy was just playing Digimon there. And I was like, what you got there? He goes, oh, these are Digimon cards, but they're in Korean. So for folks who don't know, Korea is, I talked about this like a while back, but Korea used to play the Japanese version of the game until recently, where they got the actual Korean version of the game like actually released. The cards are in Korean now, but they started off from like set 1, and what they're doing is like every other month they're getting a new set until they can catch up. So their metas are incredibly fast and volatile. When I played with that guy, I think they were up to just like BT3 or BT4, and that was a blast from the past. Like he played like a super rookie rush like aggro deck, and I played like Mega Zoo essentially, and I was like, whoa! I forgot like the game used to be like this. It's like the equivalent of like playing Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays normally, and then you go somewhere where like Yu-Gi-Oh's just getting released, and you're like, oh crap, Mirror Force, cool card, bro. It's like Raigeki, wipe the board. I'm kind of nice with it. Donzalug, attack, no cards in hand. Yada lock time, baby. Hey Bert, what's up? Doing pretty good. Can they still play with the JP cards? They can, but you can't use the Japanese cards in tandem with the Korean cards because they're on different sets right now. If you take a look at Korean Digimon, there are some events that actually happen using Japanese cards, and I sometimes see those events posted up. But I think a lot of folks are switching over to Korean. Yeah, anyway, I negate all those, yeah. No, like old Yu-Gi-Oh! Where like you were kind of just limited to 7 Tools of the Bandit, Magic Jammer, and Horn of Heaven, as well as Nantoka Judgment. What's the name of the card? Something Judgment. I forget the name. I can't be bothered. Pay half your life points, negate anything, because you're nice with it. Let's see, going back here. Solemn Judgment, that's it. Yes, you got it. If you ever come visit the Philippines, we'll definitely look forward to it. Yeah, I'm actually going to, I haven't been to the Philippines before. I always fly over when I go to Singapore. I do want to go. They actually have some pretty cool fighting game events that happen there as well. I am going to New York at the beginning of next year, and I'm going to ask if anybody or if people play and where they play in New York, because I'd love to go. I went last year, but I didn't have time to actually like check out any card shops, but this time I want to make some time to do that. Yeah, I've played Digimon in a couple countries. Singapore, well, not Singapore, Korea, Japan. I played it in my hometown. The people in my hometown were super kind. I said, hey, I have some Japanese cards, but they're all the cards that you guys have like released right now. I basically just made a deck for like the American version of the game, but using Japanese cards. I'm like, can I use these? They're like, yeah, sure, come on through, man. It's fine, whatever. And yeah, it's a good time. Oh, hold on. Thoughts on partition? Someone asked about this. Thoughts on partition? I don't know what to make of partition. Part of me feels like partition is made. They needed a way to promote the Digimon movie, and because the movie was coming out, you had to have something themed around the cards that had already been released the first time when DNA Digivolution came about. So it's like, all right, well, the idea before was to go from 2 to 1. How can we like take that to the next level? And I guess partition was the only reasonable way, I suppose. I don't know. I can't even now I can't think of anything else that I would do rather than like, hey, make those 1, 2 again. Is it a V-Tamer thing? So you're talking to a guy who's never actually watched some of the later seasons of Digimon. I think I stopped right around the time they beat Edamon. So like when people talk about lore for the story, I'm just like, partition is the unfusion dance. So we talked about the Hawkmon and Gatomon cards. I guess Wormmon and Vmon are the second set. So suspend all Digimon with PileDramon. Then at DNA Digivolving, your opponent's Digimon can't unsuspend. And then when attacking, suspend one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. If this effect didn't suspend, unsuspend this Digimon. Yeah, I think this replaces old PileDramon. Holy crap. V-Tamer's the manga. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Like the V-Tamer, like the V-Tamer Blue Taichi card. I think this actually replaces the new the old PileDramon, finally. Hold on. Is this guy finally getting, like, laid to rest? He's not level 4. Do we let this guy finally rest after, like... 8 starter decks, we get this guy to like take a nap. Return to deck is kind of good though. Bottom decking something is pretty good. You play both, damn. Yeah, I mean his effect is just as good, if not better, than the other ImperialDramons. I guess it's comparable. Just play both, yeah. Your Digifan card has been revoked. Nah, it's fine. I don't think did I ever have it? I like the card game. Yeah. Please complete at least. Wait, was the MachineDramon season 3 though? Isn't that when MachineDramon lost? Like the end of season 3. Spoilers, by the way, for like a 20-year-old anime. Spoilers. Have they showed off the new Diaboromon? Is there a new Diaboromon? Togemogumon? Oh, this is like one of the Wormmon lines. Dang. Just taking a dump all over Pummel Whack Ogremon here? That's crazy. Blocker Armor Purge. When an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, trash the top Dissolution card of one of their Digimon. Then one of your Digimon with no Dissolution cards can't attack. Then one of their Digimon with no Dissolution cards can't attack until the end of their turn. Or block. People hyping over the Imperial line. Meanwhile, Magnamon Tribal, baby. Yeah, I mean, when they dropped this new Magnamon, people were kind of losing their shit. Treated as having free. I mean, Blocker, Armor Purge, he can come off of a Magnamon, so he'll stick around. You put him with the X antibody, the new X antibody option, and then like that goes to security so you can recover. And then when a card's removed from security stack, you activate like the Digivolving effects is kind of cracked. Plus 3k, and then unsuspend, and then yeah. Not affected by Digimon's effects. Yeah, we are not that far away from security control just making the comeback, because everything is invulnerable to Digimon effects, but as soon as you get hit with a Gaia Force, you start crying. You think it was made for GX? We'll see. We'll see. I think, yeah, he still has problems clearing Apocalymon, but we'll see. I mean, we're only like half the set released, so I'm sure he could, like, one option card away, like one Tamer, and he's just like right there. This Digimon isn't affected by your... Oh, it's your... Oh, he is just Digimon. Or isn't just Digimon. You're right. This Digimon isn't affected by your opponent's effect. Ooh. Oh, homie actually has, like, the armor. Hold on. Yeah, he kind of thick. Hold up. He is kind of thick. I thought it was just Digimon effects, because, like, a lot of cards were... recently have been like not affected by Digimon's effects, but he doesn't care. He's like, nah, don't touch me, homie. Dang, that really does say all opponents' effects. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And he's a Holy Knight. Oh, he's a Royal Knight. Excuse me. That's kind of crazy. 12 costs? Royal Knight? Hold on. Don't bring that deck back, please. Look at the new Agumon and Galgamon. Oh, yeah, I saw this. Yeah. I did not expect that deck to get anything else. It feels like the EX decks are usually one and dones, but recently they've been changing that. Like, we got the Omekamon for Alter S and Alter B, and then like the Agumon and the Galgamon for Lightfang and Nightclaw. Reveal top 3, add 1 card with Lightfang and then 1 card with Nightclaw. Trade or 2 colors to your hand. And then all security. I don't know how useful this one is, like the all security minus 3k, but Galgamon is both players draw a card, and then if your opponent has 8 or more cards in hand, or if this one has 3 or more sources, you gain a memory. So he like becomes like a 1-cost Digivolve, and with all of like the memory shenanigans that this deck already has, is it necessary? I guess the card draw can't hurt. And then jamming is nice, though. I will say that. Jamming is fantastic. I guess he just works in Mirage Galgamon as well, huh? I was thinking about it. I was like, is there a reason not to use this in Mirage Galgamon? I mean, 2 cost. You are giving your opponent draw, and I think the other Galgamons are bounce level 3 and play a Tamer for free. You probably want the Tamer instead of just the memory. Maybe, yeah. Maybe not. Or maybe you run this guy as a 2 of. Could be. Could be. Inherited jamming is useless when you can use Bukamon. Yeah, Bukamon is useless though if you don't have the biggest stack on board. That's the one thing you have to worry about. Giving Grace Nova jamming is overkill. I always thought that Grace Nova was like the defensive tool for that deck, where you just use like the 1 stack to attack, unsuspend once you get to level 6s, and then on your opponent's turn, if they, for lack of a better word, fuck around, then they can find out with the Grace Nova on their turn. I always thought, like, because people only run like 2 copies of Grace Nova in the deck. Like, I thought the idea wasn't to get to him, but like to just use him in case your opponent starts to like do something that gets you worried. Yeah, Blast Jogress. Oof. Oof. Is that a oh yeah, that is a thing too. Cause the Digimon or the ImperialDramon Dragon Mode Ace. Oh no, he's not Jogress though, is he? Hold on. I swear to God I saw. Yeah, he's not Jogress. Did I see a Jogress? Blast Digivolve? No, right? Why do I think I saw that recently? Am I like hallucinating? Blast Jogress is in EX6? Jesus Christ. Magnamon and Ragnamon. Oh wait, no. Mastimon, not... Got tongue-tied for a second. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. The new designer feels like we're like ramping things up very quickly. Like really quickly. Speaking of ramping things up very quickly, Shacklemon also counts as being Angel. Ooh. Oh, so wait a second. The Shacklemon is Patamon and Armadillomon? Let me before I get to Shacklemon, let me take a step back here. So the Patamon stuff here is from a Tokomon 0. This is rough because you can't use the Cattlemon to get jamming off of the egg anymore if you run this guy typically. Or you have to pay for the Digivolve, which sucks. If it's your turn, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into level 4 with Angel or free trait from your hand. That's kind of nice. This gives you the secret rare Angemon for 1, which is really good. Trash top source card when attacking. Meh. The other one is the Angemon here. So blocker, Patamon for 2, on play and Digivolve, unsuspend when you're level 4 or lower. This is so good. I looked at this card and I was like, Mitamamon? Mitamamon? Because he has barrier, if he dies, he can't die to a security check, assuming you have security left. And he can attack and then unsuspend and then attack again. That's kind of what I want for the deck. Because right now I kind of have to rely on, I have to rely on Bulkamon, who, if you barrier and you go under 3 security, then he loses his security attack +1 effect, which kind of sucks. So this Angemon would be kind of nice. I like him for Mitamamon. And then when attacking trash, top source, meh. Meh. It's blocker, not barrier. Sorry. Security control becomes more and more irrelevant. Who knows, man? Who knows? If they can print a single card like a Pokemon to make Mill like one of the most powerful archetypes in the game, Security Control seems like it's just one card away, huh? So that's the Angemon and the Patamon. The other side of this is Armadillomon? Yeah. I like this guy. I don't know why, but I like Armadillomon. He comes from Upamon. I didn't know that. Upamon to Armadillomon, huh? When one of your other Digimon is played or Digivolves, if that Digimon is yellow or has the free trade gain of memory. That's pretty good. Okay, so he's kind of like the Vmon, where you get memory back, or you can basically reduce the cost, right? That's kind of cool. And then Ankylomon, Barrier. Okay, so he has Barrier. The Angemon is Blocker, but he has Barrier. One of your opponent's Digimon can't attack players until the end of your opponent's turn. Kind of nice, kind of nice. And then this Digimon gets... Yeah, it seems like a lot of effects are just giving Digimon like a blanket plus 1000 DP. Yeah, same for the Armadillomon. And then, I guess, the next part is just Shakomon. You want more for Great Dragon support? Didn't they literally print the Goldramon here? Yeah. X Antibody? You may use one God Flame or option card with 4 Great Dragons trait from your hand without paying the cost. This Digimon gains all effects of Goldramon in this Digimon. Dang. And he has Raid? And he has Raid? I mean, there's your support right there, big dog. They got your back, don't worry. Yeah, Tamer, I agree. Like, getting like a couple cards for support for older decks that really haven't seen much is really nice. Like, if you like the deck, you can run it for a little bit longer. So Shakomon, we finally got here. Partition, black, yellow. Digimon isn't affected by effects. Oh, excuse me. Of your opponent's Digimon until the end of their turn. So he's impervious for a turn essentially. And then if you need a Digivolve, place one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the number of cards in yours and your opponent's security stack at the bottom of your opponent's security. That's cool. I mean, they recover, but you get rid of something that's really annoying. Whose level is less than or equal to the number of cards. So it has to be either early in the game and they went dummy stupid and got a high roll, and you can take that out. Because if you're losing, I guess if they have 5 security and you have 1, then you're kind of okay. But you make your job a little bit harder because you have to take out 6 security then. But if it gets something big off the board, then it gets something big off the board. Oh, whoops. Drop my camera lens. Oh, one sec. Alright. Shakomon's alright. I don't think it's great, but yeah. Sethmon? Interesting. But this comes from Vmon. Wait, what? They haven't released a Vmon for this set, right? They released the X Vmon. I assume Vmon's gonna be like a super rare. Oh, you're right, there's a 4 Great Dragons option. Dragon's Breath. Reveal top 4, add 1 yellow card or 1 card with 4 Great Dragons. Trade among them to your hand. It's kind of nice. Any yellow card, not just Digimon. Bottom deck the rest. Battle area, delay. You can place 1 trial of 4 Great Dragons from your hand into your battle area or trash 1 card with 4 Great Dragons in your trade in your hand. If you did, one of your opponents... wow, that's really good. Very flexible. Very, very flexible. And then security, one of your opponents gets minus 7k until the turn. Then place this card. Oh, so you just get the effect, and then you can just use delay to get the effect again. That's kind of cool. Those are the unused TV show Armor Evolutions. Hey, Slam Police Chief, excuse me. What's up, buddy? It's almost East bedtime, big dog, even though he said he was going to stay up and do editing to try and get a video out. Alright, can we talk about this card for a second? What jerk did this? You know they were just laughing their asses off in the office on this one. Metropolitan Police Department, Community Safety Bureau, Cybercrime Division, Investigation Unit 11, Digimon Crime Response Team. Why? Why? We didn't have to do this. We really didn't have to do this. We could have just chosen peace instead of violence. MPDCSBCCDIU11DCRT. For short, of course. Why they named it 95 words? I know that there's somebody's job who is to like make the card's names fit in English on the card, and because Japanese is like a denser language, it's never as long. But man, I'm sure that person's mad as hell right now. Yeah, when you say it, you gotta say the whole name. The whole thing. D-Brigade or DigiPolice? I'm D-Brigade kind of cooking in the next set, y'all. Keep it a buck. The MachineDramon here. Buff all the homies. Also buff all the homies again. Kind of nice. And then Sealsdramon gets Rush by returning 3 cards. Screw that guy, Apocalypse. Put my cards back in the deck, please. Thank you. And then this is a nice little touch in the artwork where you see the MachineDramon at the top of the MachineDramon. That's cool. I like that a lot. I might be a DigiPolice player in BT16. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be one. The TankDramon kind of wild. So in a D-Brigade deck or a DigiPolice deck, if you reveal 3 cards, you just reduce the levels of everything by 3. And then you can delete something that's like 4 cost. Oh, not levels, the cost. Reduce the cost of everything by 3 on your opponent's side of the board. And then you can pop a 4 cost. And then if you have memory left over, you can still go into a BrigadeDramon and then pop a 7 cost. That's insane. The fact that you can go into BrigadeDramon afterward and it still stands is kind of nice. Because the effect of reducing their cost is for the entire turn, so you can essentially pop a 10 cost, which I guess is like a level 5. I don't think there are many. Most level 6s are 12 cost or 11 cost. Or between 11 and 13. But then the inherited effect of like the Digivolve is also... Dang, this card is so good. For a common card, this is kind of crazy. Power creep, baby. Power creep. That move is right out of One Piece. I wouldn't know. I would not know, friend. Can kill any ace for 3. Yeah. You just slap aces out there for nothing, and then your Digivolve becomes free. The Darkdramon, when you would play this card, if there's a Digimon with the boss trait, or the Bancho trait, I assume, reduce the play cost by 6. That's insane. Oh, I guess it's play cost. Okay, so you're not Digivolving this guy. Alright, yeah. So, Bancho reduced by 6, and then by returning 6 D-Brigade cards from trash at the top of the deck, reduce the play cost by 6, so he becomes a 1 cost if you have a boss and 6 D-Brigade cards in trash. Oh, the boss has to be on the field, though. Ooh. That's interesting. Are we gonna have a Leomon D-Brigade or DigiPolice card? Because this guy's not DigiPolice, he's actually D-Brigade. Oh. I like the artwork, though. Tsunami Kanji? No, different guy. Tomotake Kinoshita. This gives me, like, old school Godzilla vibes. I don't know why. Like, the style of the art just gives me old Godzilla vibes. And then, where's old boy at? Where's my... Oh, he's in yellow. Yeah. Chaosmon, what up? He kind of thick, but they're so, like... Yellow-black needed something really good on the top end, and this is exactly what, like, they needed. Barrier, blocker, partition. The partition is 2 level 6s, which is crazy. And then Digivolve 3 on Digivolve, and then minus 8k on something. Jesus. End of opponent's turn, trash at top. Jesus, Chaosmon is so good. Still no Digipolice trait Monzaimon. There's not one in Seekers though, is there? Monzaimon's not like a. There's not like a Digipolice Monzaimon, is there? Old Chaosmon rip, bro. Old Chaosmon been ripped. I'll say it. If I could attack anything, he'd be great, but I can't. I gotta attack an opponent's Digimon. Yeah, this will be amazing for Sukumon. I mean, it'll give you something nice to go into once you get to your Metal Edamon. That's what's really nice. Although, yeah, it's possible. You can get to two Edamons on board. Or Metal Edamons or a King Edamon on board. It's possible. It's challenging though. Getting to the Metal Edamon and then getting to one more level 6 is kind of challenging. Yeah, barrier's a thing. Unless they like pop with an effect. Then you're kind of eh. The trade-off there is... No, I suppose once you get to your Metal Edamon, it's possible to set up another level 6, not that, with not too much difficulty. Shroudmon. This is like the Pulsemon guy, right? Get 3 more security cards. One of your opponent's Digimon gets 7,000 DP for the turn. If you have 3 or fewer, oh, it's like you want to be at 3 security all the time. So yeah, something gets minus 7k, something gets minus delete one of your opponent's Digimon. Or you get both effects essentially. On deletion recovery until you have 3. Oh, that's kind of nice. Keep recovering. When this Digimon will leave the battle area by your opponent's effects, if you have 3 or more security cards, by trashing the top 3 cards of your... Sorry, by trashing the top card of your security stack, prevent it from leaving. Okay, alright, so he's kind of sticky. I get it. In the Digimon Seeker wiki, Monzaimon is listed for the Digipolice, so Monzaimon Digipolice trait is possible. Really? There's not a character though, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too, Javi. Like getting the level 5 Edamon out and then like hoping for a good hit on the top 5 cards. I mean, top 5 cards is pretty good. But yeah, it is at the end of the day like kind of a dice roll. But this Metal Edamon's not that bad either, right? It requires you to set up the security though, right? You have to set up your security board beforehand, but... the opponent's turn, you can place a card with Edamon on top of your security stack. So if you get the yellow Edamon here, you can do something. The yellow BT16 Edamon, I believe it is, who has the security effect. And then you can force your opponent to run into the security or run into Metal Edamon here. Typically, you're going to have them run into security, though, because then when your turn starts, if they don't get rid of this guy, and you make them pop this fella right here, get 3 more cards with Edamon or Sukumon in their name in the trash. You can play 1 level 6 Edamon from your hand. Then, like the next turn, you just go directly into your Chaosmon. So, once you get the first Edamon up, you're good. You just have to have a yellow security Edamon here on in your hand. BT3 and BT14, yeah. This one, I think, is a bit more solid, but if you're running an Edamon focused deck and you've got blocker Edamon in there, you're gonna probably hit a level 6. You can just choose from the Metal Edamon here or the King Edamon here. You've got some options. To be honest, I'm not really super excited about the Pulsemon stuff. Not my cup of tea. ImperialDramon Dragon mode. One of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until the end of the turn. Then, by suspending one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, unsuspend one of your Digimon. That's cool. So you lock one thing, rest something, unrest one of your things. When an opponent's Digimon is played or Digivolved by an effect, if you have a Tamer, this Digimon may Digivolve into ImperialDramon Fighter Mode all turns in your hand without... Oh, you get like a... You get a free blast Digivolve. That's cool. I'm assuming we're going to get a Fighter Mode for this. Fighter Mode might be... Or maybe Paladin Mode would be the secret rare? I don't know. We haven't seen a Fighter Mode here. But I imagine they have some sauce cooking up for this guy. Fighter could be secret. Paladin could be secret. We'll see. Thoughts on the Arakuni Mummy engine? I don't think I've taken a look at those. I remember like seeing the cards, but I don't remember. Let's see. Blocker, look at top 5. Trash 2 purple cards. Among them, return the rest at the bottom of the deck. On deletion from your trash, you play 1 Tamer card with MachineDramon in its text without the same name as one of your other Tamers without paying the cost. So I'm assuming it's either going to be Arakune and Numemon, because they have MachineDramon in the text here, or it's going to be that... Oh, what's that guy's name? Oh, God. Haven't seen this card in so long, I don't remember what it is. It's the old weird dude. This guy. Yugioh Oikawa. Guy who has like... This guy who really needs like some lotion, and he needs to get some vitamin D in his body. Jesus Christ. Bro, you need those new Pokemon cookies, homie. You gotta get those new Pokemon cookies, dog. When one of your Digimon with MachineDramon, his name is deleted, you may suspend this Tamer to gain 1 memory. Yeah, MachineDramon in the text somewhere. So either this guy or Arakune and Numemon. And then the new MachineDramon. Hold on, I skipped one. So top 5, trash 2 purple cards, so you can trash a Tamer, and then on deletion you can get the Tamer back. Okay. And then Numemon, yo, whoa! I didn't realize this is a gun. Bro, Numemon's really out here. Numemon really got the yopper. Alright. He's like, all right, you know what? Puppetmon had the right idea. I'm gonna bring 1 too. On play, draw 2, trash 2. Oh, that's actually really good. From your trash, you may play 1 Tamer card with MachineDramon in its text. Ah, same thing, eh? Same thing. He got that mushroom power, baby. Super Mario approves of them cookies, y'all. These 2 cards, see, man. This card I remember being kind of good though. When you play Arakune and Numemon from your hand, you can delete the Tamer and reduce the play cost by 3. So once you get to one of these guys, the next time you want to go into them, it's going to be really cheap. You can just hard play 1 for 3. And then on deletion, it's weird that this card has an on deletion effect. Hold on. These play Tamers, they don't delete the Tamer. That's the problem. I need a way to destroy the Tamer. On deletion, you can play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with MachineDramon and its text from your trash without paying its cost. Delete that Digimon at the end of your opponent's turn, though. Ooh, that's not that bad, though. MachineDramon doesn't actually want to stick around. Is it possible to use 2 delayed trainings for the same evolution? No, can't do that. The training cards themselves trigger evolution. It's kind of like the new X Antibody option card, where when you play the X Antibody option card, you have to immediately Digivolve. The Tamer destroys itself? Did I? Oh yeah, by deleting this Tamer. Okay, fair enough. Ah, actually, hold on. So you get the Arakunemon or the Numemon and the MachineDramon at the same time. That's kind of nice, actually. Hold on. I'm assuming we're going to see a MachineDramon, although we did get MachineDramon Ace recently. Oh, it's a toss-up here. But the Malo MachineDramon is... I gotta say, MachineDramon name kind of whack in English. Japanese Vondemon and Venom Vondemon kind of tight. I like the Japanese name for this guy. Attack and Digivolve by deleting one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Oh, by deleting one of your Digimon or Tamers. Oh, cool. So you go into WarGreymon or Numemon, get a Tamer on the board, and then they'll die. Or the Tamer itself will kill itself. You get a MachineDramon on board, go into MachineDramon, and then you can kill off the other thing that's there to delete something on your opponent's side of the board. That's kind of cool. I see the idea here. It's a little convoluted, but I get it. When one of your other Digimon or Tamers is deleted by this effect, trash top, and you get secure. Dang! The problem is it dies at the end of the turn. So if you don't have a Yugioh Oikawa on board, I guess things are awkward. You gain a memory, and then end of your opponent's turn. You're going to be sitting there. Hold on. Does it delete it at the end of your turn or your opponent's turn? Ah, that's kind of cool. It's end of your opponent's turn. So he would be destroyed. End of your opponent's turn. If this Tamer is... He'd be destroyed. You rest the Tamer. End of your opponent's turn also is happening. So you delete the Tamer and you play another MachineDramon from the... Dang. It's a little complicated, but I get it. You just got to get to the first Numemon or WarGreymon, but like the engine is definitely there. You can new Tamer grab Ace, who grabs Yugioh, then delay destruction from the Tamer with which you pop Yugioh. You're just gonna go negative once the Ace card dies. That's the issue. But I mean, it's a pretty strong combination, it seems like. We'll see. I want to know how... I was about to ask, like, what do you run for the lower end of the deck? I was like, Garurumon. Just whatever. Just deck purple, Garurumon. Thoughts on Garudamon X and the Phoenixmon X? Man, if there was a deck that I wanted to be good... They've printed so many bird cards, and they just haven't had like one breakout deck yet. Garudamon X antibody is you return one red Digimon from your trash to hand. Got it. Then if Garudamon X, so you like return like a Phoenixmon or something from the trash. And then if you have Garudamon or X antibody in its traits, delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose DP is less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. Cool. 8,000, not bad. You'll delete another level 5, but you probably won't delete much else. We'll see. And then your turn, when your red Digimon card is returned from your trash to the hand, one of your Digimon gains a rush for the... Ooh. I don't know how necessary that is. Do you need the rush here? Because there's... I guess it's easier if you have it on a Digimon. Because before you had to rely on... that one red Tamer's effects. Yeah. Akihorindo. She gave something rush. Yeah, I'm just trying to imagine a situation where you would pull a card back from the trash, and that would like allow you to have a Digimon on board. That's like, it feels like the timing here is kind of weird. On deletion is sick though. Trash. Opponent security. When you order your on delete effects, you can use Phoenixmon to play Garuda X, then use your egg effect to add a red bird back to trash. Ah, okay. Thunderhawk, thank you. That's what I was looking for. I was like, how does this order of operations make sense? That explains it perfectly. You need a Phoenixmon to die. Play the Garuda X. Oh, wait. Chill. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that works. It won't have... you won't get the secondary effect because you don't have Garudamon or X antibody in its traits because it's coming back from the trash to be played, but you can't get the first effect, and that's what you need. You need to pull a card back from the trash. So this will just get Rush again. Got it. Bird feels like it could be red purple. Well, when this nice feller SaberDramon exit. Yup. I think the same thing. This card is so good. It's a shame that it has to be used in Numemon. What was the other one that we saw? The Garudamon X. Where's the Phoenixmon? Oh, here we go. Phoenixmon X. This is the first X antibody card. I was like, I like the original design better. Am I the only person who feels that way? I kind of like this feels like the long. It's like if you gave Phoenixmon the devil fruit that Kaku has, the giraffe guy in One Piece. It feels like this is what he would look like. If you gave it the whatever giraffe fruit. Well, Koki drew it. Ah, fair. All right. Well, hold on. What is? I mean, wait, that's the same image. How did we get this? Oh, here we go. Still kind of look like a One Piece character. Pancake. I didn't want to say it, but thank you. Everybody going to jail. Anyway, let's see here. Wow. So this goes over Phoenixmon for 2, kind of expensive. 5 otherwise. Holy crap. Actually, you know what? No. This is how it should have been. I'll say it. X antibody should have been expensive AF if you're not coming from the same level. That would have probably prevented them from sticking around for so long. Blitz, which is cool. Blitz is nice. That gives you like Blitz Phoenixmon for games. Although I guess you need to unsuspend, eh? Your turn. While Phoenixmon or X antibodies in this card's Digivolution cards, add end of attack to all the Digimon's on deletion effects. Oh. I wish that whoever's been like adding the text to Digimon.com or DigimonCard.dev cards, why did they shrink the text? Is it because there's so much more of it now? Because this is like near like unreadable. When Phoenixmon or X antibodies in this card's traits, add end of attack to all of their on deletion effects. So basically, if they attack, they get their on deletion effect. On deletion or end of attack, you may play 1 red Digimon card with Avian, Bird, Beast, Animal, Sovereign, other than Sea Animal and its traits, with 11,000 DP or less from your hand without paying the cost. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose DP is less than or equal to the DP of the Digimon played by this effect. Oh, that's sick. So it comes from your hand. All right, not trash, hand. So if you have another Phoenixmon in hand, you can just play it raw dog. Jesus. Let's see. Let's check out our Phoenixmons here. What options we got? Also, I was kind of hoping he was like a Sovereign or something, but no, not the case. So this Phoenixmon is... I'm just like thinking... Sorry, I was thinking about the Garudamon again and how he can let you like pull a card back from the trash. You could just grab him. You could just play Garudamon here, and it just gets rushed immediately. That might be the way. Otherwise, if you have the Yugioh on board, you can just give something rush when it's played by an effect. So that would be played by an effect. So the Phoenixmon could get rushed in this case, and then it could also attack and get the deletion effect. Kind of nice. So they either drop a security or they drop a little Digimon. Well, I think the older one was better though, right? This Phoenixmon? On deletion, play a red Digimon But for every tamer in play, you can add 2,000 to it. Yeah, it's kind of weak, though. You have to have a lot of tamers in play. It's not great. You can read the bottom window. Yeah, I could. No, though. I'm good. I'm gonna just read the card. That's what they tell me I'm supposed to read. I'm supposed to read cards. Is there another? Well, hold on. We're not only limited to birds. We also have the option of. Has to be 11K though, right? All right. So let's do some. That video's not getting made tonight. I'm sorry, y'all. 11K or lower, and Beast. Actually, you know what? I just kind of want the 11Ks. Keep it a buck. 10 or 11. That's it. Wait, what? All right, here we go. Let's see here. WarGreymon is a dragon. Marsmon is a shaman. Yeah, it's really just the birds, eh? Dinorexmon would be cool, but no. Cirrusmon? No, he's a dragon. Rip. So it's just birds, eh? Yeah. Hey, Dabs, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by, big dog. Yeah, there's not really. Does it have to be red? Am I like locking myself? Yeah, we'll play red Digimon card with avian bird. Just Jesus. Let's try animal. Nope. Yeah, we're kind of locked in the birds here, eh? Let's see if we got animal. Ancient dark animal? Nada. Yeah. Yeah, birds of a feather, indeed. If you're not in the skies, don't get touched with this effect. Land dwellers beware. Oh, Sylphimon is Beastkin counts, right? The crappy part is you could play the Sylphimon, but you couldn't partition into anything. That sucks. Secret Deva support? I suppose, yeah, you could. Because they have Sovereign, so you can get any of the. Only the. Wait. Chill. Maybe. It's only Yugioh, right? Or however the hell you pronounce that thing's name. Yugioh. Ju consonants mon. Oh, but it has that. No. Hold on. How much did. The Devas are too strong, right? Oh, Deva, not Devas. The Devas are too strong, aren't they? 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000. Yeah. The Devas hit too hard. That 11,000 limit kind of hurts here. Unless you want to play like one of these guys, like Pajiramon or Sundiramon or Horsehoof Dudemon, you know, Indramon. Yeah, I think so far the one thing that's really caught my eye for the set, like the partition stuff is cool, but I'm so focused on the D-Brigade and DigiPolice stuff that I might be getting tunnel vision. I think that the... Hey, Ray, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for becoming a Ronin, big dog. You can look forward to getting the meta report videos faster than everybody else. Also, I actually I made a post on Twitter, and I said, hey, if you're a TO for Digimon and you're like having events, reach out to me, and I will see what I can do to like. I want to take all the member stuff and just like spirit bomb a TO so they can like either make their pricing better for events or they can like level up their equipment so they can do streams. So thanks for supporting them too, man. Much appreciated. So far, somebody from Singapore reached out to me. Somebody from the States reached out to me. Somebody from Germany reached out to me. And somebody from Spain reached out to me. So, hey, Huang, what's up, man? What up, what up, what up? Thank you, buddy. The stream's almost about to be over, man. It's almost midnight here. I was supposed to cut a video, but then I got too overzealous, and I got lost in the car. But you know about that already. you know all about that. So I got that. I gotcha. Let me see. Yeah, I think the idea of like the dual sets of things like Hawkmon and the Gatomon are kind of cool. I'm kind of interested in Patamon and Armadillomon, mostly because I just like Armadillomon. So, but I'm not a big fan of the Shakomon though. I'm kind of hoping Patamon gets some sauce. I'm not trying to give my opponent more security, please. It's hard enough to kill people in this game. Do I have a Discord? Yeah, I got a Discord. Check the description of this live stream or any of the videos. It's there. There's a link to it in there. There's also like we have a supporters only channel for the Discord as well. So yeah, there's just so much good DigiPolice stuff. Maybe if the Patamon level 5 looks really cool, I might go in on that. Although I might just be Shakomon and that's it. I don't know. Yeah, the Postmon stuff kind of mad at me right now. I might make the armor deck again with Magnamon. He's kind of cooking. Honestly, this Magnamon can do a lot. The combination of Magnamon being yellow and black and Chaosmon being yellow and black is kind of wild, to be honest. Yeah, I can't think of a good deck to abuse Shakomon. It's a good card, and the partition effect is, I guess, always going to be like useful, but I don't know. Dang. Chaosmon with partition? Can you double partition? That would be insane. If you could somehow like double partition, so your Chaosmon dies with Shakomon in its sources, and you just like spit out 2 level 4s and 2 level 6s and be like, hey man, have fun. That would be kind of disgusting. Because the partition effect here, or is it 2 level 4s? Yeah, it's 2 level 4s. The partition effect here is an inheritance. Yeah, Numemon abuses Chaosmon. Yeah, I saw the flowchart earlier today. But yeah, right now I think I'm mostly sold on DigiPolice. Like this Tankdramon is so good, so good. But we'll see. We'll see. I think the idea here for partition is cool. I just want to see what some of the other cards look like. Also, it feels like we're missing a lot of the like Wormmon Vmon stuff. So like we got the X Vmon, but bro, what are these colors? Purple, green, blue, red? Stock up on your Chimeramons, kids. Stock up on them. Good. DigiPolice was really cool when it came out, but it just gets hard countered by a lot of like really easy stuff like DeathXmon. Who else was it? What's his name? Ruin Mode. I still need to get a couple copies of Ruin Mode. I'm dreading it. Yeah, so there's some like pretty like nasty answers, and like once they wiped your board and dropped like a Ruin Mode, you're just like, well, that's the game. Yeah, Chimeramon and Heaven's Judgment are gonna kind of go crazy in pretty much every deck. Because it feels like most stuff it has like yellow or green in it. Yellow or green, excuse me. And then Heaven's Judgment only needs a green Tamer or Digimon, right? Am I tripping? Oh, I typed in Digimon, that's why. Yeah, it's just a green Tamer Digimon, so I feel like that's a pretty low bar in this set. I guess maybe I might be biased because most of the cards we've seen are either yellow or green. But yeah, holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19 cards so far in the set are yellow? That's crazy. Oh, that's a great point, Johnny. Yeah, the EXV and Sting are probably so you can run like the Virus ImperialDramon. I forgot about that deck. I almost sold. I think did I sell those cards? I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't. Yeah, the Dark Dramon. I want to know what like Bonchomon they come out with, because they have to after they print like this Dark Dramon saying that you need a boss or a Boncho somewhere on the board. I feel like you just they can't not print one. Yeah, facts, John. Like the red purple fighter mode, like with partition, kind of insane. EX5 Boncho? Nah, bro. Nobody want to run EX5 Boncho. He kind of boo boo. Give me my DigiPolice Boncho. I need like the captain. Well, what was it? What was the one I was thinking of? Boncho, yeah. I will say, Big Knife kind of cool, but nah. Boncho Leo not doing it. This guy either. Again, Big Knife cool, but 4 cost. He wants you to like hard play him. Reduce play cost by 5. Suspend your opponent's Digimon. Come on, bro. Minus 4,000 DP and security attack minus. Nah, bro. Not for the police, man. This guy's like a high school punk compared to the DigiPolice. Boncho are the enemy of the D-Brigade. I did not know that. If that's canon, I did not know. Oh yeah, where was it? I wanted to look at one other thing. Is it here that they're putting all the promo cards? Yeah. Shout outs to this nice little feature here. Nice little feature here where you can see if a card is limited to 1 or it's like restricted to 1. 1 per deck, as in Grandis here. Why do I have both? Oh, I guess I would need to go to Proxy, eh? Yeah. All of those movie promo cards, I feel like are gonna be really good here, because you've got cards that do like the Wormmon here. End of turn, DNA Digivolve for free, and then like they let you search. I feel like these cards are gonna be useful. Same for the Hawkmon, red, yellow. Reveal top 3, add a red or yellow card with 2 more colors, and a tamer with Yo. Oh, that's Iori, right? Oh, no, it's just Chick. Never mind. Yole Inoue. I don't know who you are, lady. And then DNA Digivolve at the end. They have to make a way to get these cards easier. They have to make a way. And then like all the tamers basically let you play one of the Digimon for free while you play the tamer, and then they have like start of main phase memory effects every turn. Power creep, power creep, power creep. Yeah, Digimon free trade, gain a memory, and then play Armadillomon or Digivolve into an Ankylomon for free. Gatomon kind of boo boo. I'll say that. Gatomon kind of meh. The Gatomon and the Patamon are kind of meh. Unless you have the like a focused like 2-color deck, which I guess BT16 that's the case. But yeah, they got to make a way to get these cards more easily than the way they did it in Japan. It's nice if you went to a lot of like local events, because you could get like the card packs with these cards in them, but that I think is the only way right now. That like pay for like an $80 box, which is meh. D-Brigade attempted to assassinate them, but they murdered the Tank Dramon that was sent. The Tank Dramon corpse digivolved into Dark Dramon, which hunts them in an undead. Jesus Christ. I don't know if that's fan fiction or not, but that's dark if it isn't. Yeah, I'm still trying to grab a couple copies of Ukomon and Dewey. I think I am missing one Dewey, and I'm still missing 2 Ukomon, though. That's what happens when you don't play locals for like 2 months. Swear to God, it's in the wiki. Please believe me. Also, my guess is that they're trying to, even still, maybe you don't work around it. I was gonna say I think they're trying to invalidate or make the training cards less useful by like just slotting in a crap ton of colors together. But I think even with the Digimon you have, you can still like skirt those. So for example, Hakamon and Gatomon don't work together. Our Majimon and Patamon do though. So for sure, the yellow, you could run the yellow training with these guys. Cause I think everything has some sort of yellow in it, right? Like the Anjumon, Ankylomon, and the Shakomon all have it. So I think you can still run the yellow training, but like for the Hakamon deck, that's not gonna work because the colors are just too different. Red, green, yellow, purple, meh. Oh yeah, they did. I forgot about that. The new Dewey that got leaked implies the. We should have known that Ukomon implies big Ukomon. It's somewhere. It got posted up by Diginogen, one of the Japanese guys, who saw it in a magazine. I don't know what magazine he's looking at where he finds those, but homie is always on it at like 9 or like 8 in the morning. He's like, hey, 8 a.m., good morning, take a look at these new cards. Even the new dragon mode kind of hurt training. Does it? V-Jump leaks? Oh, that's what it is, eh? I've seen people talk about V-Jump, but I've never seen a copy of V-Jump in my life. I don't know where people are finding it. You can't find them at like normal convenience stores, I feel like. You can find Shonen Jump there, but you can't find whatever that V-Jump is. Gin works during night. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. That guy's whole life is a mystery to me. But yeah, I've never seen a physical copy of V-Jump. I've been to like, I live and there's like 4 convenience stores around me, and there's even like a smoke shop, like where you can buy cigarettes. I don't smoke or anything, but they sell a bunch of magazines at the front of the store, and I've walked in there, I've never seen it. I've seen a bunch of weird other stuff, but never the V-Jump anywhere. I don't even think it exists. The V-Jump is a figment of our imagination. These guys are just making up cards. What do you think the theme of EX6 will be based on the name? I don't even know the name of EX6. I don't even know. You're talking to a guy who's been out of the game for like 2 months, so you gotta. What is the name for EX6? Whoa, this is not the website that I wanted to go to. This is the one I wanted to go to. Infernal Ascension? Oh yeah, Infernal Ascension. Released worldwide. Japanese. Yeah. Somebody was saying the artwork, I think it was like related to the 7 Great Demon Lords. Am I tripping? Or something else? What was it? Hinted to play similar to the Royal Knights. Who was that fella who was asking about control decks earlier. There's your answer. Royal Knights V2. Demon Lords versus Angels. Are we gonna get another Lucemon card finally? Jesus. There was Art of Ogudumon? Who the fuck is that? What the hell is... This is a real... Jesus. What is this? The Ogusi? Oh, please let Koki draw this. Please, God, let Koki draw this. Oh my lord. Sweet love of God, please let Koki draw this. Kind of sick though, not gonna lie. I'm sorry, 7. I'm so sorry. You came at demon hours, literally. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Why does he have like 7 stones stuck, or 7 swords stuck in him? Oh, these must be from... I'm assuming this one is like Lilithmon, and this is like... I can't tell. It's hard to see. But I'm assuming one of these swords is for each of the Demon Lords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does he have 7 legs? Yeah, I guess he does. Yeah, 1 in the back, 3 over here, 3 over here. All right, cool, cool, cool. Lucemon turns the Demon Lords into those. Oh. Oh. I am not analyzing the Ogusi. I'm just saying this card has Koki's name written all over it, and Bandai knows that. Also, Jesmon beats that thing? Jesus Christ. Jesmon putting in work. That's why they had to unban, they had to unrestrict Saber Huckmon. Now that's actually a compelling story. Once all 7 Demon Lords die, then the Ogusi comes out. I can vibe with that. Too late. I'm sorry. You must now deal with the Ogusi. Alright, yeah, it is almost midnight, folks, and I've got a lot to do tomorrow. So, we might have to cut this one. Good morning from Cali. Those feet enthusiasts. Everybody gets what they want. We're going to hell, I'm sorry. It's from a manga called Chronicle. Oh, speaking of manga, I wanted to put it out there. All right, one last thing before we go. All right, one last thing. Bring it back. Where's it at? What? I think I know what it is. No, where is... Yeah, here it is. I think I know what it is. I think it's a manga. It's like, I sincerely think it's a manga. Because for what other reason would you hand draw a Digimon card? For whatever reason. Like, what other reason would you have to hand draw a Digimon card in this case? Like, for anything else, especially if it was a sim, you would just have copies of cards at different angles here. You can do that. But they drew them. The design feels like it implies a manga. Like, a lot of people are hoping for this to be a sim, and I feel like they're just gonna get their hopes dashed. There's no Beelzemon X. It's time. Nah, Beelzemon can sit there and cook. They got Phoenixmon X. The faux nussy. I had this conversation with a guy, my last point before I get out of here. I had this conversation with a guy in a card shop over the weekend. And I was like, you know, I feel like Seekers was a great idea. It was like really, really well done. Like Seekers would be a fantastic movie or series of movies or show, because I think like it's kind of compelling. But they made it a novel. Like an online like visual novel. And I feel like Digimon fans now can appreciate that, because it feels like Bandai is catering to the fans that Digimon has currently, but not the fans that they need. And I say that because most fans are my age. Like 20s, 30s. They grew up with Digimon as kids, and now like they're becoming adults, and like Bandai is still catering to those people. But you need a younger generation to come in at some point. Otherwise, the franchise just dies out. Granted, I'm only here for the cards. I'm keeping it a buck. I love the card game. Like, it feels like for me, like the card game is kind of like the gateway to the actual franchise itself. But you need a younger audience, and I don't think a visual novel is the way to do that. Like Ghost Game was a great start. I don't actually know how the reception of that show was, although I don't think I've heard anyone say it was bad, though. I don't know like what the Japanese reception was outside of like core fans. The translation bot is absolutely terrible. Get ChatGPT on the job. We can solve this. Mid? Oof. Reboot was bad? Yikes. Like, I'll say, like, the movie, too, though. Like, the movie was absolutely not made for children. I don't want to, like, spoil anything, but that movie has some themes that are not kid-friendly. This could be an anime based on the card game. I don't know. That'd be a cool idea. Oh, hey, Anki. I told myself I would finish up, but I had a theory. We're talking about what this is, and we think it's a manga. And by we, I mean me. Because there's no other reason to draw Digimon cards like this other than some like drawn series or some show or something. I just don't think it's a sim. Give us Digimon on motorcycles. Is there a Digimon manga? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I mean, that usually has to come from somewhere, right? Animes typically don't just spring up out of nowhere. They usually get, like, adapted from a manga. But yeah, like, they're hand-drawn cards. In any other context, they would just use cards at different angles. Place it in V-Jump, rip in peace. Is there one running? I don't know if there's one running right now. I don't think so. But these cards, I think, are very telling. Manga or anime? That's my vote. That's what I'm throwing my hat on. The Happy Birthday song was creepy AF. Oh, there's one for Pulsemon? I didn't even know Pulsemon had his own manga. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I'd like Gundam Bill Fighter. Something similar to that for Digimon would be cool, but I guess you would have to like do the card game then. Yeah, but that might be like their aim here, and I kind of hope it is. I feel like that would really resonate with folks, with the younger generation anyway. But we'll see. All right, for real. Now I have to go to bed. And by go to bed, I mean like look at my editor for a bit, my video editor, and see what I can do for this video for Double Typhoon. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming and watching. Hope you guys had a good time. Yeah, I've got to go and prepare for Thanksgiving tomorrow, and also try to put out a video. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all be good. Bye. No, we do not wish the Ogusi good night. Take care, y'all.